A new year, and that means a new Jurassic movie, which means we're getting just another step closer to them taking that final extreme step where literally a new meteor hits Earth and turns all of these creatures that are in this Jurassic universe into dino nuggets. Jurassic World Rebirth was directed by Gareth Edwards as a new installment in the Jurassic series that stars Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Rupert Friend, Mahershala Ali, and here a group of special ops are assigned and tasked by a very high-up organization to gain and acquire dinosaur blood to bring back for a medical discovery and invention back in the States. However, they will come across a family along the way when they have to go to the newly infested Dinosaur Island, which was the original site where dinosaurs were tested on for Jurassic Park. The Jurassic franchise has gone in so many directions ever since it first came out. The original one is a classic, and it's kind of had a lot go on since then. I feel like they had a bit of identity crisis in the last few, and this one I feel like is kind of more of taking it back to the original style. I wouldn't say the original, but I'd say more akin to Jurassic Park 2 and 3. To answer the question right up front, how would I feel about all the Jurassic movies? If I had to rank them, I'd say Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World 2, then Jurassic Park 2, and then last, I would say, would be Dominion. So if I were to put this in the mix, I'd say it's the third best. And I think it's definitely better than a lot of things we've had because it takes it back to a lot of things that we haven't seen a lot, and it makes it a lot simpler, a lot more digestible, and a lot less convoluted and complicated. Because Jurassic movies shouldn't be complicated, but they should have something to say. And we're going to get into all of that in a minute. First up, I feel like there's two things everybody wants to know about every Jurassic movie. Number one, how are the dinosaurs? Number two, how are the characters? For the dinosaurs, I'd say they're pretty good. I wouldn't say they're as memorable as I would like them to be. I don't think there's many standout moments as I wish. However, there were a few very distinct sequences where dinosaurs got a chance to shine, where either they allowed it to be big and intimidating or magical and gorgeous to look at. They had a few moments where they nailed that. There were some where it was very weak and some odd decisions were made, and we'll get into a little bit of that more specifically later. As for the characters, they're alright, they're not the best. They're a little one-dimensional, maybe a little two-dimensional at times, but they pretty much are just an archetype that gets filled. Like, this is the nerdy one, this is the funny one, this is the cool one, this is the smart one. And there's not much beyond that. There's not a lot of character growth for anyone in the movie. They kind of start in one place and end in another, which is kind of weak because I don't like the fact these characters don't really go through much change even after the events of this movie. The family members that come up in this movie kind of do, but my issue is that family is so obligatory. They come out of literally nowhere and genuinely kind of derail the movie because I'm more invested in the special op team, but instead of seeing the special op team, I have to keep watching this annoying family with this dick-ass boyfriend just kind of futz around and have dinosaurs chase them, and they're like, okay, they're gone. Like, any scene with danger involving this family is undercut because of the fact that you know nothing's going to happen, because the movie makes it clear nothing is going to happen, and dinosaurs get nerfed in order for that to happen, or just random chances of luck, which just don't necessarily work for me, and I just wasn't invested in this family. I was invested in the special ops team, who actually do lose people along the way. There are consequences and sacrifices and losses for them and motivations, and they were where I was more interested in it. And pretty much all the scenes with them I really liked. As much as these characters weren't these fully fleshed out developed people, I like what they were and what they were for this movie, and they serve their purpose well enough. I really wouldn't say there's any standout performances in here. Everyone does a good enough job with what they have. Mahershala Ali's probably on a slightly higher level than anyone else, but everyone's just kind of there doing their job, and they do it well. And then they leave. The visual effects are spectacular in here. Like, you genuinely believe these dinosaurs are real the way the movie implements them into it, and that's because of the direction. Gareth Edwards is a very smart, visual effects-minded director. He understands how to frame, how to set up, how to light a shot so that the visual effects are a lot better. Also, Gareth Edwards understands blocking in this movie very well. There's some very creative uses of it and some very good times where it's used to enhance the suspense or the awe. It's very well done in here. And he brings his style to this, which is helping create these larger-than-life creatures and scale, and he does a really good job with that. And there's a good vibe to the movie. He gives you that sense that I've been waiting for in a Jurassic movie, where it's a little bit horrifying, a little bit scary, but a little bit magical, and a little bit awesome. And that's that fine line you have to tread, and I think he does a good job with it. And he has this new idea of these hybrid dinos, these things that are mutated on this island. And I think they could have done a little more with it, but what they do is actually pretty good. The D-Rex is alright, it's pretty good. It has one really standout scene at the end that I think is fantastic. There are a couple other ones they introduced in here that are really cool as well. There are also some plot points that just don't make the most sense in here, like things that they set up in the beginning don't pay off later, or things that are explained come to contradict themselves later. I will say this, the movie's entertaining as all hell. I had fun with it. I enjoyed the movie. I'm aware it has flaws, and I would point out that it is not one of the best movies of the entire year, but I enjoyed for what it was, what it decided to be. And it has great scenes. It's extremely intense. It's a good movie to take everyone to, because the movie is good at portraying things slightly scarily, but it's also a little squeamish in a way where it doesn't want to show you too much, but I think that's better for a family event, because these movies have become that. They've become a family event for people to see, and it's really, really good at that. There's some creative sequences in here, some great use of suspense all throughout. I actually really like the movie. It's shot beautifully, and I think this movie is one of the better ones to be entered into the Jurassic series, and it's a step back in the right direction. And if we keep heading in this direction, we should end up in an even better place if this begins the beginning of a new trilogy, where I think that third movie, if they do everything right and course correct, could be a lot better. I would recommend this movie. I go see it in a theater, see these dinos up on the big screen, appreciate everything that they can do with magic of filmmaking, and enjoy it, and just enjoy seeing humans get eaten like the popcorn you have in your bucket. I'm going to give Jurassic World Rebirth a 6.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you all next time.